Hello, friends. Do you know who is on cloud nine with Dr. Halima Sadia today? Yes, we have an educationist from Woodland Park School, Hamidia Ajman. She is an educationist. She is a passionate or dedicated and hardworking edu leader who wants to bring change in the education system with her innovative and creative ideas. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Miss Meneka Madhu. Hi, Meneka, how are you?
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Meneka, I know that you are a very passionate teacher, and I have been seeing you since long. But I have never asked about your personal life, about your family, about your background, about your education, and how was your childhood, especially. Please, will you throw some light on that?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I hail from Kerala, India, and I did my schooling in a convent school uh, back in 80s, 90s. Then from there, I joined with my higher studies, and then I completed my education with a BA honors and B.Ed in English literature. Now, currently, I am here in UAE, based in Sharjah with my family. I have two kids. My son is doing his engineering in India, and my daughter is in grade 6. She's here with me. And my husband is working in Dubai. As in my professional life, I have more than 10 years experience over here in UAE. I was fortunate enough from the year I came to UAE, then onwards I was working. So, and previously I was in IAS. I think I have served IAS for a long period, more than 9 years. And then now currently I started with Ajman, Udlampak. It's a Hamidia campus. We have 3 campuses in Ajman itself. So I'm working in Hamidia campus as a secondary teacher over there.
Yeah, lovely to know about that. Thank you very much. Uh, who inspired you to be a teacher? Because there are so many professions that you would have taken up, but why only education and especially teaching?
Actually, ma'am, I told you I have been educated in a convent school, and there are, it's not one teacher. My childhood, really, in my childhood, I was really inspired by 3 of my teachers, 2 of my sisters, and one teacher. Unfortunately, they are not with us now, but one was our principal, a very calm and serene person. I couldn't find another person like that throughout my life, entire my life till date. I couldn't find a person like that. And she passed away a year before, which was very much because we can't fill that void.
Mm.
Though I after school, very hardly we were kept in contact. We couldn't communicate each other, but still. And then there was another sister who was my guardian because I spent some of my years in the school boarding. Over there, she was a hosteler, the teacher, the sister who took care of us. So there, I learned my discipline, my values, ethics, all those things. I'm really much. I give the credit to them, to my sisters, my teachers. What I am today, I strongly believe it is the outcome of what I learned, how I was brought up in my school. And today, as a teacher, what I'm trying is to give that to my students, because even at this age, I have goosebumps, you know, that much emotional, that much attached I am personally to my school, even after so many years. Maybe there are hardly a few teachers who were with us, who taught us at that time, still there in the school, but there are a few teachers out there still. But unfortunately, these 3 teachers are not there.
Those are actually
So
teachers,
there,
those were the great teachers. You will not find that type of teachers now.
yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, ma'am, you said it, because today we cannot find any teacher of that quality, to be honest.
Very true.
Though we are teachers, we can, I admit that we cannot find any teacher with such knowledge, such inspiration. So who we took as the role models. That's the fact.
That's very true. So
Yeah.
a teacher, a teacher how influences the person, the teacher never realizes that because, she may not be even knowing that Miss Menika is so much influenced by them. And only not Menika, there are so many Menikas whom they have influenced and they must be serving uh, at any place, maybe in India or here or maybe in the other corner of the world. That is the,
Yes.
that is the, I can say, effect of any teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that we have to always keep in mind that we are the people, those have the quality of affecting the human minds. And that is the greatest noble cause and greatest cause that we are serving.
Yes, ma'am.
Menaka,
We
what
we
about your,
really.
yes, what about your parents' contribution in your,
Yeah, of course, I was about to tell that because really, though much influence, it's from my school, but still, my mother, my parents, especially my mother, I should say, she was really an epitome for me in many values, the way mutual respect, or especially the values, how to be a good person. Because my mother, it's really hard now because at that point I was not knowing. I just, okay, we observe our parents, we follow them unknowingly, and today I realize her values, the way, such a such a great personality, because I had never heard my mother talking some bad about anyone, or showing her anger or anything to anybody. She was always quiet, very. She used to listen to others. I mean, whatever it's okay. She a very keen listener. She was. My way is I'm always about to speak within the family, not outside. So that urge to speak, to interfere, I have, but I have never seen my mother like that. And she always was very, very honest and very, she has her own ethics, which I too have imbibed her from her. So what I am today, it's the net result of my school, the influence of my school and my mother. And I am really proud to be the person I am,
thank
really,
you,
because I
thank
have my
you.
own values and my own ethics.
Yes.
Whether others appreciate or not, I'm not bothered about it. It's not it's not being rude or mean, but I believe I have certain values and certain ethics,
That
and
is
I
the
follow
confidence,
even
yes.
today.
That is the confidence one should have. Miss Menika, now you have achieved the greater miles in your life, and you are working in the as a coordinator in your school, I believe so. If please
Teacher,
correct me if
secondary
I'm wrong.
teacher.
Okay, you are
I
working in the second.
coordinate. I was in my previous school. I was a coordinator, but here I'm as a secondary teacher.
Okay,
Maybe in future.
here you are working as a secondary teacher. So, what is
Yeah.
now your future plan? Like, where do you want to go from here?
Actually, ma'am, obviously, our every teacher will be having a vision to be to the top. So obviously, I too have that uh, aim or a wish.
Okay, so
It's,
if
it's,
you have the
it's
aim of
not.
like maybe first step is to be the coordinator again, and then to be the
Yeah,
supervisor, and then to be the vice principal, and then to be the principal. Yes, this is the like I can say hierarchy in the
yeah,
school.
that's a proper channel. Yeah, the way, the path.
So for that, naturally, you have to first take the first step, and then you can move ahead slowly and gradually. And I wish you all the best for that. So suppose
Thank
if
you, ma'am.
that day comes, like suppose within 2 years or 3 years, you get the chance of becoming a principal of any school. So will you please tell me a few things that is in your mind? Because right now you may not be able to implement that fully as you have the limited authority only within your classroom. You can do those things, so, what all changes you are planning that you will bring if you are getting the chance to be a principal of any school?
Yeah, ma'am. I appreciate that question, and I'm happy to listen to such answer that also. But let me be honest. I haven't so far. I haven't dreamt of that. It's not dreamt. I haven't thought about that. The policies or the what implementations I will be making as a principal. Though because I'm still a teacher. So maybe after once I become a supervisor, maybe I may think about it. But as this question is asked, I can tell you certain things, certain shortcomings, which as a teacher, which I face. I will make sure that those things are not faced by my teachers. Because now as a teacher, I know what are the difficulties we teachers face, what are the things we require, and what should be the policy for the uh, for the well-being of a teacher. See, I strongly believe that only if a teacher is happy, she can be effective. If a teacher is not happy, because teachers we work 24/7. Everybody, the public think the teacher's job is the easiest job, but it's wrong. It's really the other way.
Not
We
only teachers, Miss Meneka, not only teachers, even the entire world works when the world is happy. That's why my book is Make Them Happy, Make Them Great. So if children are happy, they do work. If teachers are
yeah,
happy, they do work.
everybody.
If any
Yes,
staff
ma'am.
is happy, then only they can do work. So we have to make
Yes,
all the efforts to make the people happy and satisfied.
yes. But for teachers, the problem is they are much stressed.
Yes.
The stress level of teachers is more than any other field. I believe so. Because
And you are
and
100% right, yes. But one thing,
yes,
let me confess here, let me confess that when even I was also a teacher, because I taught 14 years, I worked as a teacher for 14 years, then rest 16 years as a head of the school, like as a principal of different schools. I realized that although after becoming the principal, the pressure is more on you, the responsibility is more. But when you are a teacher, you are having like more work to do. You know, the volume of
yes,
work is more with the teacher. But the
yeah,
teachers, as a teacher, I was not even able to realize that that was my biggest mistake. And that's what I'm seeing, that my fellow teachers also are facing the same issue, that they even don't realize. And they don't realize that this is the high time when they should at least talk about that. And at least they should get relief if they are talking, not gossiping, talking to the person who is going to give them some strategies or some advice, some suggestions. Gossiping is going to pollute your mind. Maybe you can get some instant relief, but that is going to pollute your mind. Then again, you have to declutter your mind. So this is the high time when we should always take the advices, you know, taking advice from the people, from your any
yeah,
senior colleague at your workplace. And secondly, talking to your family members. You know, family members will always uh, de-stress you. They always say, okay, come on, no problem. If you are facing more problem, leave the job and sit at home. That
yes.
sentence,
That's
that
always
sentence,
what they used to
yeah, that
say.
sentence is a very good, very good. I am saying you distressor, because you know, stress releaser is that sentence. Then we feel very confident. Oh my God, if we are not working also, my family is very happy with me, and I'm getting the same respect and honor in the family as working women we are enjoying now. So that is really a good relief. Yes, Ms.
Yes.
Meneka, now coming to you. Can you tell me the achievements so far you have done and you have acquired that makes you proud of yourself?
Achievements, ma'am, personally as a teacher, I'm really happy and proud because the way I help my students to uh, learn in the classroom personally, because I have my students always they have an attachment towards me. So even my previous, for example, even today I get messages from my students from my previous school, telling me, "Ma'am, we miss you. Will you be back with us?" So those messages are the tokens or the awards for me as a teacher. I strongly believe it's not. I'm not never bothered about the appreciation. Okay, it is necessary. Motivation and appreciation is necessary, but I don't know why I was not taught. Never I. It has affected me too much. Whether the appreciation from any authorities or any such things has never taken me a bit. But the words of my students, it always gives me something which I cannot express in words. So and those are the awards, real awards for me. When they say, "Ma'am, we miss you. We need you back with us." No, we are not getting that type of engagement or I mean, that type of understanding. So that proves that I was an effective teacher for me. That I consider as my award. Then achievement case, I have been doing in a good way in my school. And as a principal, ma'am, you know me. I have worked with you because those were my beginning years. I was having hardly 2 years or 3 years experience only when I joined with you. So that was the initial stages in my life. Then now I am here with more than 10 years experience. Then the previous role as a CCA coordinator, I was working. So there was a rapport with my colleagues. So that also another thing which I reflect and I analyze myself. The points I assess and I analyze what kind of a colleague I was, what kind of a teacher I was, what kind of a coordinator I was. So even today I have that respect or that rapport with my colleagues because they appreciate or from their words the way they behave with me, that the way they consider me shows me that I am I have value or I am respected. But as you said, gossiping and everywhere it will be there, or envies, jealousy, or all those things exist. We cannot keep away from that. It happens because all are human beings. So everywhere it is there, and in our education field also, among the colleagues, it will be there. But we can understand that. But my positive side, what I believe is I never express any grudge towards, I never keep any grudge towards anybody, even I get negative feelings. I have gone through a lot of experience, not only from my colleagues, but even from my superiors. But still, I never have shown, or I never feel like the next day when it hurts, it really had hurt me. But still, to even today, I keep in touch with them. I communicate with them. So that is something, a positivity I believe within me. Then I was able to do,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much, Miss Meneka. I would have um, communicated with you even for longer period of time, but we have the short time constraint. I wish you good luck, and it is really lovely talking to you and knowing your ideas and thoughts, especially when you say that you are a self-made person and you are always
True.
focused on your goal and you do your best without bothering whether the people are appreciating for that or not. But believe me, sooner or later, the people are going to realize that how efficiently you work. Wish you good luck and keep
Thank
doing
you, ma'am. Thank
it.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.